RGB lighting is now pretty much everywhere. As you can see on the wall behind me, we have all kinds of different lights behind my little cabinets here, in front, over here, and so on. But the good news is you can still innovate in RGB lighting, and there are ways to make it better and better, and that's thanks to Govee and their hard work. Thanks so much to Govee for sponsoring this video. Today I'm going to feature two new products that are available. This is the Govee Strip Light 2 Pro and then the Govee COB Strip Light 2 Pro. Let's find out what they can do. Now, starting off with the Govee Strip Light 2 Pro, it comes in 2 meters, 5 meters, and 10 meters, and then it works with the Govee app, has all the great features there. It's compatible with Amazon, Google, Matter, which means it works with Apple. All right, let's open this up. So here we have the roll, comes in this really nice packaging. And then in here we have the power, Wi-Fi module, strips, and so on. All right, and there we have the light. So what's unique about this model? So this has self-developed lumen blend color technology, which is all developed by Govee. Is what that offers. It's going to give you a better color transitions between your different scenes, and then overall the color that it produces is going to look so great. Let's turn it on, see what it looks like. And plugging it in, those are super bright. Let's adjust the brightness. Let's turn it down for a minute. And here, bringing the color down, you can see those tiny LEDs in the 5 LED system. But then you can also see how bright these are able to get. It's too bright for the camera settings that I currently have on. Now, some facts about this is it has 10 segments every single meter. So every segment is customizable. It has 120 plus presets of lighting, and then you can also have 16 different music customizations. All right, and here you can see they're only at 20%, and there it gave us a notice that it does support cutting. So right now we're at 20%. We can go down to even 10%. And we can see a little bit more about how this works. So here we can check out the different colors. And then I'm always very interested on the white color reproduction. So here we can go all the way up to the highest white level. And then you'll see it switch to the other LEDs as we go down to the other level over here. So it's really nice that it has the really warm as well as the really cool tones of white that can make any room look really nice. Great for reading and just some relaxing light. And then you have the full RGB scale of those 16 million colors on each segment of light. So you can have some really fun with that as you put this around your home. Now let's check out the Govee COB Light Strip Pro. Now you're probably asking, what is COB? Well, that's chip on board. Now that I have an extra piece of the COB Strip Light Pro here, let's go ahead and take a deeper look at what that looks like. So here with the chip on board, that means the red, green, and blue chips are directly on the board. That enables a much higher chip density while creating a flat uniform LED surface. And that means way more LEDs can be placed in a given area. Now, one of the things that's very interesting about this is compared to the Light 2 Pro, which has 60 LEDs per meter, the COB Strip Light Pro has 1,260 LEDs per meter. So there is a ton of LEDs, tons of customization in each segment, but it's all diffused. So you could have this out in the open and you'll be able to see it on your wall, and it looks really, really nice. So let's see what that looks like. And again, this works with Google Home, Alexa, and Sports Matter, which will work on Apple. And this comes in 3 meters as well as 5 meters. And here we can see some of the specifications. It has dot-free lighting. It has advanced COB technology, upgraded RGB ICW colors, and cuttable length customization. So here on the box, we have all the instructions. And here we have the light strip, so you can see it is different where it is all diffused versus seeing every single LED. So you're most likely going to use the Light Strip 2 Pro behind something that it's going to reflect on the wall or maybe on the ceiling, so you see that light. But this you might want to have out on the wall so that you just see the light and it's not bouncing off something else. So those are the two different types of light strips you're going to find, and there are some really cool, unique things you can do with each light strip. And here we have the plenty long power cable. So here it does come with a few organization clips and then a new end where if you cut it, you can place this on. Oh, that's very bright. Let's turn that down. All right, this is here, the lowest setting. I still need to go even lower. And so here you can see how well that diffuses the light and all those LEDs inside. So you can't even see each individual LED. So there is kind of the difference, and they're both set pretty low right now. Let's get it set up in the app. So this is at 1%, still very bright and vibrant. On the COB Light Strip Pro as well, we do have the option to cut it if we need to. So no, we are not currently going to cut it. But here, let's increase the brightness. And even in the room, 50% brightness is very bright, up to 100. That looks great. Now let me make it so you can see a little bit better. All right, so here we are at 50%. Let's even go down to the 1% and see if we can see anything. So here you can't even see those LEDs as it kind of transitions from one color to the other. You can kind of see the path, but it looks great. Now on the back, this does have an adhesive on both of these that you would be able to use. It's time to put these up and see how they really look. So here I found the only ledge that we have in the home that I could rest these lights on. And so this kind of gives you an idea of how these would look in your home. But these are the Govee Strip Light 2 Pro, and this is able to brighten up this entire area really nice. You can see brighter, more dim, still illuminating quite a bit, or just giving a soft glow. And here with the Light Pro 2s, you can see all the different little LEDs if it is visible, but if this ledge was a lot higher, it would just be illuminating the room. You would never be able to see those LEDs. And then again, going to the warm to cool light, I really like the different range of color and how good these colors look. And the main reason these look so good is because of that self-developed 16-bit color processing chip. But now let's check out a section of the scenes that's only available with the Strip Light 2 Pro because of this Lumen Blend technology. Now looking through these different scenes, you don't really see these segments, but you can see how well the lights are able to blend together and increase the brightness, lower the brightness, adjust the gradient. So there is a nice smooth transition, just really illuminating the wall with the different animations. Now earlier when I shut off the LED, that is a 5 LED system, so it can actually use the RGB with the white to create different combinations of colors, and that's why we're seeing some really cool patterns here that we've never seen before. And let's try it with some music. And now going to the COB Strip Light Pro. Here, let's start off with the different colors. So all of these are illuminating so bright and vibrant in this little hallway here, and just making the entire room very, very bright. This could definitely be used as just natural lighting for the day. I could have them set on a motion where if we're walking down the stairs, it automatically turns on. Here, let's turn them down and we can see that it's still illuminating quite a bit. This is the lowest they can go. And then you can also see that you do not see any of the different LED lights. Now, again, there's 1,260 LEDs per meter, so there are quite a bit. This is about 2 meters long right here. And then for daylight, this is going to be about 450 lumens. So this is going to be very bright. Even in the day, this would be able to be helpful for you. And then there are 12 IC chips planted on the light strip. So that just means it's going to control those segments much better. You can see the smooth transitions that it has from one segment to the next, where you don't even notice those segments. And I really like how this is all diffused and you can have this be seen. So it offers very fun and very nice lighting for the home. Now there are 120 different preset scene modes that we could go through. But that's going to take a long time. You can customize your own scenes, but then it also is compatible with Dreamview as well as the Light Strip 2 Pro model. So you can have this work with your TV and other scenes where they all kind of work together. And here are the lights side by side, so you can see a little bit more about the difference between the two. I really like how you have the diffuser on the COB Strip Light Pro. And then as we go through the colors, you can see that they are very similar in colors and the reproduction of that with the 5 LED system on the Light Strip 2. And here is how the diffuser is able to help when different segments are illuminated and others aren't. And now it's time to test them out here on the back wall for a permanent resting spot. Now here I have them behind here and around, but I think I might try and add them where they're kind of glowing more on the wall. So it will look a little different that way, but it should also be a lot brighter. So here we have a couple options when going behind here. I could put it right along this end. There you see a little glow. Another option is if I just put it down the middle, there it adds a little glow. But I could also put it on the inside of right here. So on this top box, let's see what that does. So that kind of lightens up the whole box. So I think I like that. Let's try that. And now we have a new fresh light look here on the back. Now there's a few different ways I've installed them. So right here in the middle, I put them on that middle bar so you can see the glow there around the top and the bottom. You just can't see the bottom. And then over here on the side, I took the approach of I wanted it to illuminate the cubby holes there, so it's kind of reflecting in instead of showing too much on the wall. Let's go through some patterns and see how that looks. So for this, we're gonna go to the Lumen Blend colors to see how that look up here on the wall. And those are so cool. So you can see all of it traveling around and changing the colors. And it's gonna be really cool because I can adjust specific colors for different cubbies because of the different segments that can be used. These are only at 40% brightness, by the way. Let's go ahead and increase that to 100% brightness. And I'm just loving how it's illuminating all of this and having some really nice patterns, and everything is flowing together. Now let's do a color test compared to the old lights. Now I'm not sure what brightness I had those on, but starting off here, we are at 100% brightness. So there we have the red. Then we have the orange, which looks much more natural. Here we have the yellow. Then here we have the green, the blue, the turquoise, the purple, and let's head to the white. So here we have just the standard white that makes them all look bright and vibrant. Here we can go the super cool white, and then here we can go the super warm, which is very natural looking. I love this. These are the best lights I've ever had up here. And here we can even bring it down to a little more cool, and those are just looking fantastic. So right now I'm doing whole light management, but I want to go to segments. So here we can adjust and we can see some recommended scenes and so on. But now I can just adjust 2 colors at a time. So let's go ahead, set these next ones to red. And so that's starting off down here. We have blue, then we have red, and it looks like about a segment and a half is one of those. So let's go to the next ones, which are going to be yellow. There you can kind of see the pattern I took. Let's go green. And then last here we have a blue again. So that is the way that it follows. Those are really cool. So I could really just do 1 segment per box pretty much and adjust all the colors as needed to get this to be the perfect lighting set in the backdrop. Now I do have a Govee Backlight 3 light that I'm going to put on the back of the TV, but for now I'm going to turn those off and we're going to put the COB lights back there to see how well it illuminates this whole middle section. And there you can see how fun it is to add the COB lights. Now, sorry, I'm not in focus. That's just not how this setup works. But now let's go ahead and clip this end here, show how you can cut it and put on the new end. Here you just need a sharp tool to then cut it off. And then I'm going to peel off the adhesive on the bottom, put on the new cap, and then place the adhesive on so it can then stick back to the wall. And then go into the settings of the app to recalibrate what lights are being shown. Now the way I have these set up is they are reflecting off the wall, so it illuminates this kind of whole area, and you also see the colors right on the light strip, which has a really nice bright look to it. Now let's go through a few different patterns. There are, of course, all kinds of options you have in the app. These are some of the fun ones I found, and I really like this one where it continually adds to the end and kind of builds out the pattern. Really fun to watch, and overall the animations on this are looking so good. And as you can see, both of these have performed very well. Now they each have their unique usage. You know, maybe you don't need something that you can see. You would go with the Lights 2 Pro, but maybe you have something you want to see. You can go with the COB Light Strip Pro, so you can see how well it's brightening that up back there. Now I think it's time I might need to mount the TV so we could see that full effect. And so these lights totally upgraded my backdrop here. I'm excited to continue to build this out. It's been a few years since you've seen this, so we'll see if we can clean it up a bit and continue to make it look better and better. So if you have any further questions about the Govee COB Light Strip Pro or the Govee Light Strip 2 Pro, make sure you let me know down in the comments below, and you can check a link down in the description below. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you on the next one.